and I will give the floor to Donald, who will present some other source of information about the DTOceanPlus software. Donald.
Thank you. I'll just share my screen. I will maybe not turn on my webcam this time because I think my internet was not working so well last time. So I will just have a couple of slides here before we go to the question and answer session. We got a sneak peek of this in the previous session, but alongside the software and the code that we're releasing, there will be an online set of documentation to explain the use of the tools. And for each of the tools, this documentation will be for overall suite of tools and each module individually. And this we're following the structure suggested by the documentation system, which is a system set up for documenting projects and software projects. So for each of these, we'll have step-by-step tutorials for new users that guide you through exactly how you use tools to, for example, on the RM1 and RM3 example projects that we've seen. Then there'll be some more detailed how-to guides that maybe give a higher level explanation of how to achieve specific outcomes using the tools, so they're more useful when you're actually learn how to use them. You can quickly check something. And then, as was shown earlier, there's a section on background and theory explaining how the tools work and summarizing some of the calculation processes or standards that have been followed. And finally, there'll be an API reference section which will document the particular code functions for people who want to dive into the software development, and also covering the Open API, the different modules used to communicate. I should give a quick reminder for anyone who is not aware that there will be another training session on Tuesday next week covering the StageGate tool, and that will be at 2 p.m. European time, 1 o'clock UK time, and you can register on the DTOceanPlus website. And I think that link has been shared on various social media. So this session will cover some context of technology development. It will then go through examples of using the StageGate tool's activity checklist as a sort of a starting point, and then going through the full StageGate assessment process to understand where the technology is in terms of its development status. And then we'll also introduce the link with the improvement areas and structured innovation tool, and the report that's provided from the tool. And finally, there'll be some examples of practical applications of real uses of this type of tool in projects. And lastly, just to recap, that the tools will be released at the end of August. They will be under an open source license, GNU Afro General Public License version 3, to be specific, and they'll be made available in an online repository such as GitHub or GitLab, but that has not been finalized yet, but we will share that as soon as that's been confirmed. And the only other thing to say is that there will be a final workshop held in a virtual format due to the current situation. The idea is that we will upload short videos to present the main outcomes of the project, and these will be hosted on the DTOceanPlus website over the summer. There will be a facility to submit questions if you have any through the website, and there will be a live question and answer session to be held at the end of August, I think on the 31st. There are more details about that on the website, as I say, and we will share them on social media. So with that, thanks very much for your attention, and I think we'll move to the question and answer session.